Yo, what's up, guys? Or should I say, gals? Your eyes do not deceive you. Kat is back with us. What's up, Kat? What's up, Rach? How you girls doing?
Wonderful. I just realized I'm going to turn off the brown noise going on in the background because I'm in the nursery and that's what's always in the background.
Yeah. So what's the brown noise?
It's just, can you not hear it?
No, but I'm deaf hardly. I mean, been to too many concerts.
Oh, well, you guys can see the nursery.
I love the nursery.
It's cute. You guys remember, that's what used to be behind me.
Yeah, yeah.
I am in the corner.
It's just switch
It's like
corners
white
on us.
noise, essentially, but it's just deeper.
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
It's a different sound wavelength.
Okay, gotcha. I was just,
I don't want to sound stupid. I think that's pretty accurate.
No, it's okay. It doesn't sound
Right.
stupid at all. So how are you ladies doing today? How's your day and week going?
I'm great. Rachel, you go ahead. I've already talked.
Good, considering.
Considering.
I've had some losses in the family
Oh,
recently.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's.
Oh, no. I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about politics.
That too.
Yeah. Oh Lord, here we go. What's up, Crystal? What's up, Matt Doolin? How are you doing?
Hi, guys.
Yeah.
I hear my baby crying in the other
Your
room.
baby.
My schedule has slightly, changed a little bit over the last couple days because she sleeps at night now. But she's been going to bed usually for the very last lay down, around 11:30 at night.
Yeah.
And then usually she'll wake up around 6 and, be hungry. And then again at 9 or whatever. But the last few nights since Sunday night, she has gone to sleep at 1 a.m. and she's sleeping till noon. So I am also doing that. So my day has been just destroyed the last 2 days because by the time we get up and I get bottle done and we just get ready to do something, it's fucking 4 o'clock, 3 o'clock.
Yeah.
So.
Time gets away when you have kids, man. It's I'm still trying to get used to you being a mom. When you first said, I hear my baby crying in the other room, I automatically thought of your dog. Thinking, because you usually had your dog with you before,
She's right here.
Okay,
She's right there.
right. I didn't figure she'd be far from you. Yeah.
Never is.
So, Rach, you got some new clothes in the mail today, right?
I did. I'm going to show off my super cute new baby doll shoes.
I love it. Oh my god, I love that all this stuff is coming back that I used to buy in the 90s. I love it.
Yeah.
The 90s is my favorite time period.
The 90s is kind of coming back now.
But my favorite, I'm glad I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't want to say the statement because I don't think I'm going to say it right. But I love the 90s. There we go.
There's nothing wrong with the 90s, man. The 80s had their comeback, and now I think it's the 90s' turn.
The 80s are awful.
Nah, man, the 80s are great. What do you mean
Yeah,
the 80s are awful?
Oh yeah, they're awful.
No, man, the 80s are groovy. They're really groovy. Really groovy. So yeah, man, we're going to talk about some music tonight and some other stuff. Kat's even got an email set up for anybody that wants to send in questions or topics. All that stuff before we get too deep into the show here. I thought we'd kind of go over everything. Yeah.
So, coming back, in efforts to do what we can to help everyone, and since we're sitting here talking anyway, obviously none of us are licensed physicians or doctors or anything along those lines.
No.
But we do have a lot of life experience, and we do have a very wide variety and crazy different opposite ends of the spectrums between the three of us.
Right on.
And so, we used to talk about mental health stuff, but we never, we used to get really into it, and then we kind of faded out, and then, off and on. But we want to spend a lot of time really kind of giving an opportunity for us to discuss things that you want to talk about. If you want to get our opinion on things, you're having issues with, a certain situation, how you're feeling, something that's going on, please feel free to use the email address bsidechathelps gmail.com, and we will leave your name off of it, obviously, when we talk about it on the show. And then we'll wait until after, probably you'll get an immediate response, and then we'll wait until after the episode to give you another response, so that way we can add notes, from other people's input.
Yeah.
If other people, give advice during the show.
Yeah, because it's something like we did long ago. Me and Jay and a girl named Robin did a mental health podcast for a while. And then, when you came on, we'd talk about mental health a little bit. And I always like talking about mental health because I suffer from bipolar and I'm not ashamed of it. I've learned to manage it and deal with it, so it's easy for me to talk about now. Even on my down days, I can still I can always make other people feel better, but I can't help myself.
You and I are the same in the fact that we're both very honest in that aspect, and we have no shame about it. And so...
None at all.
A lot of people don't get that resource because there's a huge stigma to it. A lot of people aren't, they're not comfortable telling the full truth. There's a lot to that, and so I think you and I,
we're brutally honest.
Have that experience to where in that comfort level we're able to share our experiences.
Well, I've learned, that people can't help you if you're not honest. You have to be honest.
Exactly.
You have to tell the whole truth. Can't just tell bits and pieces. Go ahead, Rach. I think I cut you off. I'm sorry.
You're good. Deciding to work in the mental health field is one of the best decisions I've probably ever made, and it really has changed my perspective on how I view a lot of things. It's not that I thought that mental health was not important before, but being in the field and seeing people firsthand and helping them firsthand with their struggles with mental health, it's incredibly rewarding. Yeah.
And anybody that says they don't have or they don't suffer from mental health is a liar, because we all have mental health. Your mental health is just as important as your physical health. And so for people to say, I don't have mental health issues, it's like, you're a liar. If you have a bad day, that's a mental health issue. It's
worry about anything.
Right. You have to deal with it.
You second guess yourself. That's a mental health
issue. Absolutely. OCD, just simple little things that you don't think about. It all goes back to,
Have you seen those new commercials with Howie Mandel about OCD?
But no, I knew he was really bad OCD, like germaphobe.
Yeah, like these OCD awareness commercials.
Oh, Lord. No, I haven't seen them, but now I'm interested. I'll have to, look them up on YouTube.
Yeah, it's just a short ad. It pops up on my... I don't know what channel. Maybe YouTube TV.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
Commercial.
I'll have to watch that, man. So, yeah, Rach, you've been there. Your 1 year anniversary is either coming up or, about...
It's in 4 days.
Well, that's what I thought, man. So, you've been doing the mental health gig for a year now, and you're not, insane yourself, It hasn't driven you mad.
Yeah, I've been thinking about trying to get it. I've talked about doing this work break of mine. Talking about going into teaching, and I've looked into doing counseling. What kind of extra schooling and whatnot I would have to get.
Yeah,
to do that. Cool. What's available here in Tulsa. So I would love for us just to get started in this, just because it's great to help. And then
it makes me feel better to talk. Sometimes. Not all the time. I said it makes me feel better to talk about it. Not all the time, but sometimes.
Well, and even if not, just to hear other people talk about something else that you're going through, it's helpful.
Yep.
I think.
It is. It sure is. Yeah, so we're going to talk about that kind of stuff, and then we're going to pick an album of the week. We're all music lovers. Yeah, and so... Rachel pick an album, I'll pick an album, Kat will pick an album, and then we'll all talk about said albums during the episode. And so it'll be fun, I think.
And we'll have a new intro song next week.
Oh, yeah, we have a new intro song thanks to Two Bamped and Kat. They got us some new music, and I'm glad, because I'll be honest, I've been overwhelmed lately, and I just really did want to take the time to write new music for an intro, even though it's only like 30 seconds. It's still a pain in the ass. And so when you messaged today and was like, hey, I think I got, well, I'm like, let's do it. So yeah.
Well, I'm excited. Fresh new show. We can just start fresh
Yeah.
with everything.
Start fresh. It's a new year. And, you know, Rachel's got new clothes, thank God. And I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
I have to take a big load of clothes to the thrift store to sell and get store credit and buy new clothes because I am a different size now.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think about that. Yeah, that happens. Yeah, and for those of you that didn't know, Kat is a mommy now.
Yes!
Not just to her animals, but to a baby.
I had a baby.
She had a
A
baby.
really nice baby. She will be 3 months old tomorrow.
She's adorable. Did you? I sent you that picture. I think of Rach holding her. I think I sent that
Yes,
to you.
yes.
Okay, I couldn't remember. But
Oh,
yeah,
you need to remind me to send you those pictures that we took on New Year's Eve.
I think I already
Me and
sent
you.
pictures because I know there's at least one of you and I and the baby.
yeah, there is. I know that.
So I have finally gotten my Cricut machine out, and I have decided to take charge of this. I'm not working. My job is to be a mom and take care of this house and get the shit in order. That is my job. And so I'm taking it seriously. And I'm literally going through every section of the house and cleaning everything out, organizing, like labeling, everything.
No,
And I'm
that's
starting
good.
because right now she needs obviously most of my attention. So
Right.
I've been looking in here and I've like gone through all of her drawers. I've got everything labeled on the outside. I've got everything organized. And so yeah, I've got my Cricut machine out finally. And so I've been making little labels for everything.
Yeah.
This is the I'll turn this around. This is kind of messy. So don't judge me.
Oh, we're judging, man. Totally judging. Oh, cool.
Nice.
How do I go? Which way do I go?
I like that.
Is it in focus?
Yeah, it's in focus. I mean, I'm blind, so I can't really read what's written on there, or in the red, but I can see it.
Oh my gosh, that says bottoms. It may be backwards. I don't know if I have my mirror on.
No, it's good.
Anyway.
Anyway, no, that's good. My dad's coming down next week, and we're gonna do a lot of cleaning. He's gonna help me clean up my porch and yard and all that crap. So I can't wait till
Good time.
springtime. Huh?
Good time of year you picked.
Yeah, right.
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like, you know, I don't know. You know how I am, Kat. When I gotta do something, I have no patience. Rachel knows this all too well.
Your decision to do it like in the shit weather.
Yeah, well, next week is supposed to be in the 50s, so that's going to be like a heat wave compared to this crap we're in right now.
Gotcha.
this-
Oh, okay, that'll be nice.
Yeah, this crap we're in right now is, no, it's brutal. We were going to clean a little today outside, and I was like, nah, not going to happen. It's just, what was it, 12 outside, Rach, or something like that? It was...
Yeah, it was 12, felt like 8 or something like that.
Yeah, it was ridiculous. It was
I just heard
absolutely
the
ridiculous.
news. It was 2 degrees in Tulsa this morning.
Damn. I think it was 10 when I rolled up out of bed this morning, and it was like, I don't know, 10 or 12 at that time. And yeah. If it's going to be like that, I wish it would snow. If it's going to
No
be
shit.
this cold, at least give me something out of it. You know, I don't like this cold and you get nothing out of it thing. Not very fun.
Shall we move on to our albums?
Yeah, what album do you have picked?
Sorry,
Rach?
I'm turning this down. I was trying to see if anybody was chatting.
If it's gonna be like that, I
No,
Oh my
I don't
God.
see anybody
I'm
chatting.
No
But
shit.
we got people watching, but nobody chatting. Oh, there's
Okay, cool.
Crystal just said, eek.
Thanks. Live chat during the podcast. Matt Doolin was asking. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's right.
See.
Okay, go on. Who wants to go first on the album?
Yeah, ladies first. I'll let you guys discuss it. I already got my album picked.
Go for it, right? Sure, do you want me to go first?
Laying right here.
I'll go, I suppose.
And since Brittany, to be fair, everyone,
You
we're
what?
going to judge her music, but she did not have an album at first because she did not receive her homework assignment.
Yeah, we
unfortunately.
didn't get a homework assignment until last minute.
But
So
I apologize.
But- I decided to pick Acid Bath's 1994 When the Kite String Pops.
Okay.
I picked that one specifically because Acid Bath is having a reunion tour this
I was
year.
about to mention that.
So, the main thing I like about the album is that there's quite a range in between. Like, they have, like, their heavy stuff, like Cheap Vodka, and then you have Scream of the Butterfly, where it's like a softer, kind of, almost like a ballad.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
if we decide we could listen to a clip,
It just depends. I was looking it up, and it really depends on who the band is. Like if it's Kiss or somebody like that, like no way, no how. Like they'll nab you for it. But if it's like a smaller band, or a band that used
I mean, the worst that can happen, they'll slap us on the wrist and we do what we did last time.
yeah, pretty much. They're not. I don't.
Okay.
I don't see anything big, but yeah.
But again, I'm not familiar with this, so I'd sure love to hear a clip of something.
Man, Acid Bath is. Let me try to explain it. Rach
I
can
just thought
too. He's got a really pretty voice, and it's.
Can we not hear a clip?
Yeah,
Hear a
I'm
clip.
pulling it up. He's got a really. I'm just trying to explain it. He's got a really pretty voice, but he can also sound really mean. Let's see here.
I mean, I've heard of them, but I don't remember what they sound like.
I don't really enjoy them that much. I like them, but like I wish I had it pulled up on the computer where I could play it where people could hear it better. But
It's fine.
hold on, you guys talk amongst yourselves. My kid's calling me. Hold on real quick. Make sure everything's okay.
Maggie, turn that off. Please. Does he know that he has his speakerphone next to his microphone?
I don't think so.
His hair.
Yeah, it needs to let me re-dye it.
All gray.
Yeah.
He looks fancy. He looks like a fancy
Like a pristine old man.
yeah. There's a Tom Cruise character. I can't remember in what movie that it's starting to remind me of, and I can't remember what it is.
I told him he either needs to grow his gray out or let me dye it again.
I like the gray. Although
I
it's
like
really
the gray
pretty
too.
light here.
He's got like some salt and pepper going on, you know?
Yeah, I mean it's white.
Yeah.
All I see is the front of it.
Yeah.
And it's like back. Is it ponytail?
Yeah, he's got a ponytail now.
I'll be there.
Yeah, it's so long we can finally put it back in a pony.
What does he have for front here? Oh, his microphone on his headphones.
Yeah, his headphones are around his neck. He can't hear us.
Maybe it's- Hey, you know.
You're not muted.
Right. Mute question mark? I guess we can mute him.
There we go.
Whenever he starts looking at us and looking helpless, like all helpless, we'll unmute him.
I wonder if that works on his end.
What do you mean? I mean,
Like,
maybe it's
through the
think it-
stream.
Oh, I don't know. Surely. I don't know. That's a good question. Sorry if you still hear him. We don't.
Yeah, not our problem right now.
You don't, so I don't know. Wrapping my head around that is hard.
Yeah.
So yeah, I actually picked 2 albums. Because one I grabbed because the other that I was going to use was actually on the record player. I'm not going to talk about mine yet. I was just saying that out loud. Oh, so what was your album again?
When the kite string pops.
Oh, he said that they can't hear on the stream, just you and Rach.
Oh.
I don't know if he's referring to what you and I just said, or he was responding to my text. I'm not sure.
Me neither.
And I guess no one is responding to. I haven't looked at the chat. Yeah, no one's really talking. So they're not letting us know. But we don't really care. I'm kidding. I don't really care. Fun fact, I rolled all of my change and took like $60 to the bank the other day.
Nice. When I worked at Sonic, I had changed out the ass like that.
Oh, here he comes. I don't know how to unmute him though.
Let me see.
It won't let me unmute him.
Uh-oh.
That's kind of funny. Maybe he's muted himself now, and so he has like, if he's muted himself, maybe he won't let me mute him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, I got a Sam's Club membership.
It just shows for me removed from call, see full video feed, send message, view profile.
Same. There he is. Chris says she can't for some reason. Hey, Michael. Oh, he's not. Hey, Crystal is saying she cannot hear the chat or see the chat.
Can't see the chat. Oh, let me turn that on.
Oh no, he's muted again.
Oh dear.
Can
There.
you hear me?
Oh. Yeah, we can now.
Okay.
Crystal says she can't see the chat.
Okay, I'm turning it on just to.
Oh. Did you turn it off?
No, it's just sometimes it'll turn off. Like if my computer updates or something, and I think my computer updated because it wasn't turned on. Cool. There we go. All right.
I'm assuming you got my text. Yeah, you got my text.
Yeah, I got your text. Sorry.
Because like you could hear her and everything because you had your speaker.
Oh, it's
right
okay.
now.
I wasn't saying anything that was
I
like.
know that, but I was like, do you think he knows that that's going on? Because like your full conversation was.
Yeah. I had the mic muted, but I think it was going through the Skype secondary mic or something. But it's all good.
I gotcha.
Stone was having a wrestling emergency, so I had to help him out. He keeps forgetting the names of certain wrestlers. And he'll call him and be like, Dad, what was his name again? I'll have to tell him. And he's like, oh, thanks.
Okay, so back to Acid Bath.
Back to Acid Bath.
How do I make this go away?
Yeah, it's okay. You know.
Now it sounds really modern, actually, for being 94.
Yeah, they were ahead of their time.
That stuff that came out like in the early 2000s,
Yeah.
like Disturbed and all that. You know, not Disturbed specifically, but that whole era of music.
Yeah. No, they were ahead of their time, I think. Wouldn't you say that, Rach? I mean, I know it was before your time, but still, just kidding. I think they're ahead of their time.
Yeah, I would agree with that for sure.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, no, I'm not gonna say that was stupid. I like it. Good call.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I have to be in the mood for Acid Bath. What made you
Why?
choose Acid Bath?
Because you did not get the assignment and you did not have
It
time.
was short notice, and I
Heard.
thought about them going on tour this year, their reunion and all that.
Yeah. Well,
Very nice. Okay, Mikey, you up next or am I?
no, you go ahead. Ladies first.
Okay, so I have two different ones. I don't know which one I want to do. I'll do a quick. A quick one because I saw it, and for two reasons. One, I saw it was like the very first record in my little collecting thing right there, or my little holder in the thing. But two, and it's one of my favorite albums. Speaking of people ahead of their time, and I have been. Let's see, expediting the decluttering process at my mother's house each time I go by taking some records home with me. Every time. Now, so like she says, she said, first of all, she said she lets Sam go through, or she tells Sam he can go through them all the time, her grandson, my nephew.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, I want to go through, she's like, well, you can. So the first time I made a really big deal of like, making sure she watched me do it and like showed her everyone. She didn't pay, whatever.
Yeah.
So right before I left last time, I was like, oh shit. Right before I walked out the door, I walked over and like dug through real quick, grabbed some records and walked out. This being one of them. Queen, A Night at the
Oh,
Opera.
nice. I'm not a big
Yes,
Queen
I'm
fan, but
Queen.
that's a cool record.
It's a great album. My mom actually got me this CD for Easter when I was like in 4th grade.
Nice.
But yeah, wherever this was bought, it was bought for $4.99. That's really funny.
Isn't Love of My Life on that one?
Yep.
I love that song.
B-side.
B-side. Nice.
Yeah, I love Queen very much. Now this other one, I believe I have spoken about it before, but I ramble a lot. This one is because hey, I can't. Is it because I didn't play us? Oh, there we are. I've been trying to follow along in case people chat, but
right on.
I didn't see us, and that's why. Oh shit! Wait, you disappeared. Okay, so this other one, I have mentioned her before. Back when I did my album, which literally will be a year ago at the end of the month.
That's crazy.
Party, isn't that crazy? This year I had a baby. Last year I recorded an album. But she's one of my favorite artists. She has had a very long road. I've followed her for a very long time, and her music just has gotten better and gotten better and gotten better. And this most recent album that came out last year is, she just like pumped it up. To be fair, it's, social media was really starting to kick off doing things like that. And so, she kind of really got to ride that wave. However, rightfully so, fucking rad-ass album from first song to the last song. That's what makes a great album. Something you can listen to all the way through.
Yep.
From start to finish. And she's got great videos for it. And she is coming to Tulsa in March.
I
And
know.
gotten me the VIP meet and greet package, so I get to meet her.
Oh my God, Miley Cyrus.
No.
Hey, Play.
And the album is mono.
Who is it?
K Play.
Never
Okay.
heard of her, or him, or it, or they. Or...
Her album is like the recycled Coke bottles, like green.
Oh, okay, that's cool.
So, like I said, I covered a song on the album, on my album I didn't include the cover songs on my album, but Oh shit! Speaking of, did I send that?
And your mom said she was wondering if you got that record.
Okay, I'm not seeing the chat. Oh, there she is. I was wondering if you got that. Oh, how did you know? Did you go through your records and see it was gone? Like, now I feel bad. I didn't think that you would notice, but sorry. I'll bring it back if you want me to, but I'll listen to it. Jack really loves Queen, Mom. I named my daughter Jack, so, anything for her, right?
Right?
She really
yeah,
loves
she
Queen.
can't say anything if it's for the grandbaby,
Maybe Jack really loves Queen.
Yeah.
So she's, a little kind of funky all over the place, kind of rock. So she, like, on tour, she'll, like, at her shows, she'll cover a Rage Against the Machine song.
Oh, nice.
She's, kind of hard, rockish, rapish. She's, not rapish, that's kind of a hard way of putting it. But I'll show, and then you will hear a quick clip. Then I'll make sure it's fine. I'll make sure it's fine.
I'll make sure.
It was okay. Okay. So, this is her, question mark. There, it's her. Can you see, is it not clear enough?
I can make it out a little bit.
Hold on, let me turn my brightness down. Here we go. Oh, shit.
Oh, okay.
There we go. She is. So, on the album Mono, we have Mono Library album. Let's do. But
it's hard to escape. The wounds of the past. Every time I say something real, I wanna take it back. Sensitive, I'm peeling back my skin. You got me
But that's more her poppy shit.
Yeah.
She has a lot more hard rock stuff. But her lyrics are really interesting, to say the least. Especially in her older stuff, and when her music was not that great yet, her lyrics are very like she's just talking about shit, telling a story. And as you guys know, with my music, I kind of do the same thing, and so that's why I kind of related to her and her, But she's awesome. It's really cool following her on social media. Speaking of mental health, she's a big mental health person as well. She has had some struggles herself. So kind of following her journey is interesting. Her mental health journey is interesting. But I would check her on Instagram.
I'll check her out. Probably not my cup of tea, but I'll check it out.
You go ahead with yours, Michael.
Oh wait, yeah. Mom said that she saw me looking at it and it wasn't here after you left. Well, shoot, she wouldn't. I'm sorry, Mom. I feel bad now. I thought it was. Sorry.
She doesn't sound too upset about it. She's just been keeping an eye on it. It's like,
I know it was okay because you were like, just grab whatever. So sorry.
I wonder if Rach can guess what I'm gonna pick.
Is it what you've been listening to?
I've been listening to this for like the last 5-6 months. Yes.
What is it?
It is my pick of album of the year for last year. It's one of those albums, Kat, like you were saying, that from start to finish, it's like, bam. And the artwork is amazing on it.
Oh wow! Who is it?
Crossbones Scully.
Crossbones Scully.
Yeah, it's like AC/DC on crack. Like, I don't know, it's really good.
Okay, you gotta play a clip.
I'm sure Rach hates it because I played the shit out of it, but that was one of my Christmas presents from her.
You gotta play a clip.
Yeah, I'm gonna get a clip from him here. Hold on.
Play Boom with the Boom.
Yeah, that's their best one. I agree.
Do we have what's this channel called now?
Collector's Circus for now.
So it's still a Collector Circus?
Yeah.
Okay.
I had to make a new channel, and I didn't know like what the hell to name it. So I'm like, hey.
I think we talked about that at one time. I think that whenever I asked about the name of the show, this show specifically today, I had a moment in my head where I was like, for some reason I thought we were talking about renaming it, and now I'm confused. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's all good. This is Crossbone Skulls. It's just typical rock stuff, you know, but I like it.
90s to me.
Nah, man, it's way more 80s. Like it's crazy.
Or maybe early. It sounds like, because there's a lot of songs on soundtracks that sound like, you know.
Yeah.
I like it.
It's good. It like, I don't know, it puts me in a good mood when I listen to it. There's no like sad songs on it or anything like that. It's all just upbeat. One of the name of the songs is Everyone's on Dope. It's just, you know, they're just all silly. They don't take themselves too seriously. And the fact that Sam Bam's in it, you know, just makes it better. So,
That's right. Okay,
Yeah.
now that's why they're kind of familiar to me, because there's, okay, I think you've mentioned them before.
yeah, because yeah.
The band's familiar, but now I know why.
Yep.
So also on this email thing, I think we should say that if you guys are curious or about our input or want to even put in input on albums, feel free to email that through as well.
Yeah, absolutely. If you want to hear what we think about a certain album, or you have a favorite album that you want us to talk about or check out, yeah, I'm always down to hear new music, as long as it's not like, you know, silly. I'm kidding. I listen to Steel Panther. It doesn't get any more. It doesn't get any more silly than that.
I thought you were about to say as long as it's not like what I listen to.
I was going to, and I was like, that wouldn't be very nice to say that on a live stream, so I didn't. But yeah, you finished the sentence for me, Rach.
I know you all too well.
Yeah, this is true.
Well, I heard that I might have somebody wanting to play bass with me.
Oh, cool.
Who's in my album and like done some picking and may want to play some bass.
That'd be pretty cool to have you.
So hopefully that will help. Do what?
I said that'd be cool to have somebody play bass with you.
So Crystal, it's one of Crystal's friends, and Crystal says to me, we're out the other night, she goes, Kat, she's so serious, she goes, Kat, I listened to your album. And I said, Crystal, I know, you're at my release party, like, we listened to it, like, all the time. She's like, she goes, no, but, like, I actually listened to it, and I heard you, like, play and sing, like, I'm like going, like, what have you been doing every single time that you've heard it? Just, like, not even, like, hearing anything whatsoever. Yeah. But she, you know, she was with this friend of hers, and she, they were listening to it, and he got his bass out and was, like, picking stuff with it and, like, wants to play with me. So that would be, Freewheeling. I did not, I'm not sure who that is by. I'm messaging on the thing. Sorry, I had to talk to it.
No, it's all good.
I'm not sure what Freewheeling is. Obviously, then probably no. I'm going to assume the answer to that question is no.
Yeah. So who's somebody you want to see in concert this year, guys?
So I sent you the thing that This Is Santa is going to be at the AMP this year.
No.
So the Maynard, so A Perfect Circle, Pucifer, and Primus doing the three bands at once.
Yeah, that's right.
And I went to see in San Diego. Well, that same tour, they're doing a round 2 of it, and it's coming to the AMP.
I guess you'll be there.
I will, honestly, here's the thing. The lawn tickets are like $180.
Good Lord.
And it's like, I want to say it's in the middle of the summer or something. Like, I don't know. It's something like there. And I'm like going, dude, I got to see it right by the bay, 8 rows back in San Diego.
Yeah, you
And,
can't. You're not gonna be able to top that.
What else? I mean, they're not going to play. Honestly, Primus played every single song that they played at the last two concerts I saw on that.
Yeah.
You know, they're not doing new material. You know what I mean? So it's
Yeah.
like, I'm not going to do this. So
that's understandable. Yeah, it'll still be good. Anybody else cool coming to the amp anytime this year that you've heard of?
I don't know if Scott was listening, he could tell us. But it's one of Bob Dylan's. No, I did not take the Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
I would like to see Chapel Roan.
Now I'm getting shamed because I didn't have a name. I know. I've got mommy brain. Sorry.
You want to see who, Rach?
Chapel Roan.
Oh, brother.
I would love to see her. That or Lady Gaga.
I would go see Lady Gaga before I'd see Church Chapel.
I
Okay.
don't know this year, but so Ani DeFranco is going to be in Solana Beach, like literally right where I 5 minutes from where I used to live.
go see Lady. Yeah. Whoops.
But it was already sold out, which is shitty. But not like I would fly back to California to the name where I used to live just to go see her. But I just don't know who's on tour this year. I feel like a lot of people are going on tour.
Yeah, I know there's all my old favorite bands are all going out this year, from the 80s.
We're getting to that time period where we need to start focusing on the ones we're not going to be able to see anymore.
Right, and that's what I've been going to is all these older 80s bands. We just went and saw Wasp in December. That was fun.
I would love to see. So Green Day is a bucket list band of mine. And I would love to see Green Day so much. Blink-182 used to be a bucket list, and maybe they probably still are, just for the mere fact I would, that was a time period era of my life, and Mark Hoppus doesn't have much left in him. But I would love to see some bands that are not going to be around.
Yeah, I get that. That's two bands that wouldn't even make my honorary mentions list, but
I know.
But that's just the difference in our taste, is all I'm saying.
You didn't grow up you didn't hang out in a frat house when you were 18 in the early 2000s.
No, that is true. I did not. But I mean, no, I'm not saying it's bad music or anything like that. It's just, I'm just laughing at how different we are. I would have never guessed those two bands would be the ones you would want to see, What about you, Rach?
First albums I bought when I was in 6th grade, and I love Green Day so very much.
Yeah.
So I would really love to.
I like Dookie. I like the Dookie album a lot, and then after that, I just.
Oh yeah, true that. Honestly, I'm not really into their. But I think I mentioned this one time. One of the best performances I've ever seen on, obviously filmed, was the 90 whatever Woodstock they did.
Oh yeah, 94.
If you get on YouTube, watch it. The Green Day performance, and it's one of the best shows I've ever seen of all time. It's so cool. It's so good.
Yeah.
They kill it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure Green Day puts on a hell of a show, for their fans.
It's just a show, I guess.
Yeah. What about you?
It's the best show I've ever been to, and you're gonna laugh your ass off, both of you.
What's that?
I mean, maybe Rachel may not be she'll be like, okay, well, whatever. But it was Lickfest, so in Little Rock at the Riverfest Park. Disturbed was the best concert I've ever seen. They put on the best show.
I'm sorry.
And I remember that moment it happened, and I said, this is the best concert I've ever seen, and I will say this to the day I die, and each one will have to live up to this one. And I've yet to see it. I mean,
wow.
This is pretty special, obviously, seeing the three at once. But that probably beat it. But, other than that, and I saw that show in 2001, fall of 2001.
Damn, it's pretty funny. I would have never guessed that.
I know, they put up a hell of a fucking show, though.
So who's on your list, Rach?
Oh, I had them, but they're gone now. Let me think. Well, best show wise, I know you're gonna be so disgusted with me, Michael, but Ghost put on the best show I've ever seen. In my, they are very theatrical. You know, the lights and the music together, and the costume changes and all that stuff.
Yes, because that's important.
Yes,
That's important.
it is.
It's not about the music, it's about the costume changes. You know who could get away with costume changes? Elvis Presley. He's the only one. He's the only one. Nah, I know, like, it's not my cup of tea. I'll quit, messing with you. It's not my cup of tea, but I can see for those that do like the music of Ghost why they would be so inclined to go to their shows and, enjoy it and all that stuff, because, like you said, from what I've seen of them, they do, it is like theatrics.
I'm looking to see who's going to be at Cain's. Oh, how funny! The Cain's Ballroom photo. Literally, I flipped through images on Google and picked a random image like halfway down the page, and that's literally the same image that Cain's Ballroom is using.
Oh,
funny.
cool.
I get to go to that show on March 23rd. Oh, the Violent Femmes are going to be here.
Rogers?
No, in Tulsa.
Oh, Tulsa.
I bet those. It's sold out, of course. Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Nitty Gritty Dirt Band.
Right. Cain's gets a lot of good people. So apparently the Santa is also, well, not apparently. So the Santa is also coming to BOK Center here, but those tickets are like $200, like $250 whatever plus a piece. Like, they're crazy expensive.
Yeah, screw that. Screw that. Your mom says Michael's cracking me up. Good, I try. I try.
Yeah, she just loves you. She just loves you. She was giving me I told her, like, you should really tell Michael this. But whenever I was with her, she was like, I really miss the podcast. I miss you, really miss the dynamic of you. And she loved Jay, too. She was like, I miss that. She's like, when you would get kind of a little out of control, Michael would always kind of really but then you would get him cracked up, and he would just get tickled at you, like.
I get tickled pretty easy. I said I get tickled pretty easy. You know that. It doesn't take much to get me cracked up. But
How is Jay?
He's good. I tried to get him to come on tonight. He wasn't feeling too great, and so I didn't want to push him too much. But I tried to get him to, and he's like, maybe, and that's as close as I got him to, was a maybe. But he's doing good. He's had some work done on his house and a lot of good things for him. So I'm proud for him. I'm happy for him. Yeah.
Should we take these last 10 minutes to talk about some mental health stuff?
Yeah. Is it 10? Oh, good Lord. We've already been going 50 minutes.
Really quick. Before we get, I forgot it. It was right on the tip of my tongue. I was like, it was something to preempt that about the mental health, and I forgot. Brain problems.
Yeah, brain problems. Well, I just lost my armrest. I got a brand new chair for Stone, or I say I did. My mom got Stone this brand new computer chair, or gaming chair, so he can play wrestling and stuff. And one of the screws, I guess it's stripped or something because the armrest keeps coming out. Not that you guys care or ask. But, yeah.
Is that the chair you're in right now?
Yeah, and it's comfy as hell.
Oh yeah, let me show off my chair. That I'm in. Now the yellow one that was in here is still in here. It's adjacent.
Yeah, I like that yellow one.
Or it's opposite me right now. But this one is my rocker glider recliner for the baby.
I like the roundness on it.
It's so great. It's so comfortable because I can put my leg up in it. And it's great to hold the baby in,
Yeah.
It's
You've always had cool, unique furniture, Kat.
I'm into function and design, and so I want something that's going to function like exactly the way I want it to. And typically, since I have such bizarre needs, typically it's going to look really cool because it's going to have to function really oddly.
Well, yeah.
But
Okay.
so Rachel, do you want to kick off the mental health? You want to go first? So obviously we've not received any emails yet, so we'll
Yeah.
start there.
So I'll ask you a question, Rach. What's one of the most challenging things you deal with working with, mentally challenged, if that's the right way to put it?
No, that's not.
No.
That's all right.
I'm making fun of myself.
The hardest part about it is Kira.
The
I'll
waiting.
take you out later.
Kira's like, I want to answer. She's like, the hardest part of being owned by a bipolar
waiting.
person.
The hardest
This is Tom
part
Petty.
about it.
The waiting is the hardest part. No, nothing. Okay,
I
sorry.
didn't hear
said
what
the
you
hardest
said.
Part about it.
I was making a Tom Petty reference.
Oh.
The waiting.
Oh, I got
part.
you. Okay, go ahead, Rach. Sorry.
Sorry, Rach.
The hardest part about it is seeing them at their just absolute low, their lowest point. That's probably the hardest thing about it. And a lot of times, a lot of the techniques that we use to help them, they're not very receptive to if they're not in the mood to receive that kind of assistance, then it's
Yeah.
not going to help them.
Right.
I know that all too
So,
well.
it's like you said earlier about being honest. You have to be honest to get help. You have to want to get help,
yeah. If you don't
And
want it, you
The
can't.
hardest, it's very hard seeing them struggle a lot and not being able to do a whole lot about it because we're constantly there for support, We're always telling them, we're here if you need anything and all that good stuff, but yeah, when they're at their absolute very lowest, that's probably the hardest part because
Yeah.
I am the type of person too, I get attached, not really supposed to, get attached to them, it's professional,
Right.
but part of me does, and part of me, it just makes my heart sink, knowing that they're in a position that I can't do enough for them to get better.
Right.
Well, and as someone who has those or has had those, very lowest, and Michael too, those very lowest, like at the very bottom, it's
Oh,
you said it exactly right, Rachel. It's impossible to be receptive to anything, and nothing helps. It doesn't matter what it is, nothing helps, and
No.
that sucks. But having someone understand that, I think you're doing the right thing there. Obviously, just making sure that they're aware of that.
Yeah, that's all you can do in that situation because, like you said, if you're not open and receptive, trying to push things on people or whatever, that doesn't really go over well. It doesn't with me anyway, like sometimes I always have to feel like I got to figure it out for myself. Like when I'm
Well,
ready
and
to pull out of it, I will.
Do what?
When I'm ready to pull up myself up, I will, but sometimes I just, won't be receptive to anybody or anything, and I just have to, figure it out myself.
Well, but there's also a level of awareness that goes along with that. So, because that's two different worlds or two different avenues, right? So if someone, if I'm, when I, obviously not all the time, but if I've been, at my lowest low before, I've said to Nathan, hey, love it, this is great, but there's nothing you can do to help right now. I'm, being aware of, hey, I know that I'm in this state right now versus not
Right,
being aware.
yeah.
Rachel, you deal with both, or are they pretty aware that, this is just having to wait it out because they know that they'll have a better day later or what?
It depends on the person because we have members that struggle with mood swings a lot. So they can go from really, really bad to just fine within, 30 minutes, an hour,
Mhm.
And then we have some that are not very conscious of how they're feeling and they don't have a good enough grasp on their personal struggles to identify the fact that, oh, I'm not doing good right now, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, see, that would suck. I remember being like that. Not realizing, that I was struggling. Thinking that everything was cool and not being aware of it. Like, I don't know.
It's been a long time since I've been that way. But, like in my about 18, 19, 20. I think that was the time that I thought everything was, I had everything under control, everything was fine.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah.
I clearly didn't. I was really struggling, and that was really the first time that I kind of started honing in and trying to get this shit under control.
Yeah, it's hard, man. It's hard. Especially if you feel like you don't have, a support group or anything, like, I don't know.
Just no one trying. Well, and like, so for example, my mom, it's not that she did not support me, she didn't understand for the longest time.
Yeah, same thing with my mom.
It's so hard for people who don't understand what you're going through to really be, sympathetic or empathetic to, your scenario, because they don't understand at all. Like, it's foreign. My mom's like never dealt with anything like that. And so the idea that you would feel, completely helpless, and hopeless, like, and nothing would fix that is just foreign to her. Like, and that's, a lot of people are like that. But yeah, I'm really glad that the world has started kind of focusing a lot on mental health now.
Yeah.
It's very, very, very important, because
absolutely.
A bad thing, as we've seen with the different violence, it can, if it's not addressed or paid attention to, bad things can happen. It's not addressed, handled properly. The wrong people go to jail. The right people, die. Like, it's just, there's a whole lot that happens when mental health is not paid attention to.
Yeah, you can't sweep it under the rug. You have to address it.
Another good thing.
Help it. There's things I cannot help. I can sit and say actively, hey, I promise I'm not blah, 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 blah. And like having tears streaming down my face because it's an involuntary body reaction, and going, I just can't do this right now. But being normal and rational and aware, but just not being able to do anything about it. And it sucks really bad. And to explain that again, who's like going, you're full of shit, it's upsetting.
Yeah.
So there's a difference balance in that. Whereas I feel like the world transitioned to when people say they have mental issues or mental, whatever, that it's a stigma and everyone's like freaking out, scared. Whereas I feel like in my era, everyone thought you were faking it.
Yeah, no shit.
You know what I mean? Like, and now everyone's like, oh. Whereas it used to be like everyone's like going, whatever, you're lying. You know what I mean? I feel like it's kind of taking a shift.
Or snap out of it. That was one of my favorites. It's like, just snap out of it.
Discipline.
Yeah, discipline. That's all you need. Some good discipline. Yeah, I've heard it all.
To be fair, there was some truth to that.
Oh yeah.
It's hard to discipline yourself when you hate yourself and can't feel anything.
Yeah, that is true. That is true. Yeah.
Another good thing.
Do what?
Oh, I was gonna say another good thing that's come out of working with mental health. Like, since I started the job last year, Michael always teased me and he said, "Oh, you've dealt with me. You can deal with whatever you have to deal with at work." But one of the good things about working in mental health is I've learned so many techniques that I can apply either to myself or to other people around me in efforts to help them also.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And that's the whole that's again why I was really wanting to make this as a big chunk of the podcast, because again, with Michael and I each having pretty, a large, I mean, maybe not the big IKEA bag, but the large Walmart bag, like full of mental issues, and you have more of a professional experience. I thought that this would be really good to, to get everyone's kind of view on that. And I'm really glad. Yeah, I'm glad you are liking what you're doing, because I was very excited for you when we did it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it's worked out.
Yeah, it takes a special kind of person to do what she does, man. I'll give her that. I give her a lot of shit, but for real, I couldn't do it. I guarantee you I couldn't. I don't have the patience. I would snap at somebody and not mean to, and then I'd feel really bad about it, and yeah, it would just be a recipe for disaster. Because I could be a butthole, but I always have a conscience. I always feel bad afterwards, you know? Like, I can't just go on like some people. Well, hey, Kira. She's, hello.
Well, okay, so I guess before I do this. So everyone has their homework assignment, right? You're going to think really hard and email us this week? Everybody?
Right
and I would
on.
like to put something on Facebook as well next week.
Go ahead.
Can I show off my baby? Can I get my baby?
Yes,
Show her?
go get your baby for real. You can't have a show back without showing your baby.
Oh, last time I showed my belly, now I get to show the baby. It was in it.
Yeah.
Hello, Kira.
She's being needy.
Oh, brother. She's being Rachy.
Do 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 do
Oh,
do
brother.
do do.
Yeah. Her baby's so cute, man.
Mhm.
But yeah, I'm ready for it to warm up, Rach. How about you? I can't handle this cold weather
I'm
anymore.
so tired of the cold.
Yeah,
I'd rather it be 100 degrees outside than be 18.
Oh, I agree. I'm over it, man. I'm
Okay.
beyond over it.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ta-da! Here she is.
Yay. What's up?
She's like, what is going on?
Likes to dance. Baby likes to dance.
She looks interested.
She's so awesome. She's like, what?
Yeah, she's digging this. That's cool.
Look at her. She's doing so good. She's sitting up pretty well.
Yeah, she's made a lot of progress just since New Year's Eve. Like
Yeah.
her little head was bobbling New Year's Eve. It was so cute.
She's doing really good.
Aw.
And doing real good, everybody.
Well, I know
Thanks
you're
for giving
proud of her.
Great, so she can have me.
I know you're proud of her.
I am. She's pretty awesome. She pooped really good for Dad just now, so Dad got to take care of that.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Spit up time.
I got a wreck. There you go. You got to spit up. I can't wait to show you this when you're older.
Yeah, it'd be awesome. Be like, I was on the internet puking.
That was a baby. I'm sure everyone this age is gonna, and a little bit probably young, a little bit older than this right now, are gonna be dealing with a lot, that their parents put them on the internet before they
I'm
could
sure.
consent.
I'm sure, man. But I wish I had memories like that when I was a kid on video, Like,
Yeah.
the kids are lucky these days with the technology and stuff.
Lucky's a strong word, but I get what you're saying.
Yeah, well, you know what I mean. Yeah, you know
It's
what I
different.
mean.
For sure.
Yeah. As far as that stuff goes, it sure is.
I just hope they don't take things. I hope we still have sentimental people, and they don't take things for granted because
Right.
it's so available.
Yeah, no,
That would-
I agree. I agree.
Finding old photos, is so sentimental to me, and now everyone has a phone with over 5,000 photos in it, and no one goes back and looks at them, and they all stay in their phone, and no one really cares. They don't even enjoy the event they're at because they want to get it in their damn phone. And
I do agree with that, man. Like, you go to a show and spend all this money and then spend the whole time holding your phone. I don't get it.
and you never watch it again.
Yeah.
Hi there.
What's up, cutie pie?
Hello. I'm a little girl. My mom named me Jack. I am Jacqueline. Yep. I'm the best baby ever. So she is going to be the face of a movement. I'm referring to it as the World Wide Wipe. And I am... So we're going to kill everyone with kindness, essentially, and
There
start
you
over.
go. That's what we
If
need
they
to do.
be the way they are, why can't they be the other way?
Yep. That's a good
So
point.
I've decided there's different things in play with that. We'll hear more about it as the movement evolves. Yeah, we're going to change the world. This little one and I. Mainly her, but
She's adorable, man.
thank you. Say thank you. Hi, Ryan. Can you make cool rock and roll hands? I don't know.
Not yet. She's like, give me time. I will.
She's like, I can put my whole hand in my mouth, though.
Like, check it out. Cool. Well, I guess
Oh,
we'll wind it up, and I'm gonna get me something to eat. I'm getting hungry.
me too. I don't know what's for dinner tonight. Nathan has taken over cooking for the family. He's a
Well,
better
that's
cook
cool
than I.
of him.
Well, he's a better cook. He enjoys it. And it's just, yeah, so he's taken that on for me, and it's awesome.
Well, that's cool, man. That's awesome. Well, tell him I said what's up.
Will do.
Cool.
I love you guys. Thank
Yeah,
you for
love
having
you
me
too,
back.
Kat. No problem,
Love you
man.
too.
Thanks for being back, and we'll see everybody next Tuesday. And Jay and I will be here Friday night for our Friday night shenanigans. So, yeah. So, all right. You guys take care.
Bye, guys.
Bye, little one.